Okay, let's see. Hoping this is working. Is it? Can anyone hear me? Nobody can hear me, can they? Damn it. All right. Let's see, can anyone hear me?
Let's see, can anyone hear me?
Okay, you can hear me now.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Well, what is up, mages? It is I, your wintry neighborhood winter spell. I hope that everyone is doing good. Of course, I start coughing as soon as I get the audio working. I do apologize. This is my first time streaming on a PS4 or PS5, and I am trying to work out the kinks. But I did figure the first game I should stream on this system is absolutely the Oblivion Remaster. I do have the next to me, so we should be able to communicate. Again, I apologize for the hiccup. Like I said, I am trying to figure this out. So let's get started with a new game. So it appears audio does not come from my TV once I start streaming. That is really weird. So let's get started with this.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. For all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
It's kind of weird. I don't know how to make the sound come back on my computer. I don't know how to make it come back on my TV. That is really weird. That makes it a little harder for me to stream, but we will do our best. I'm actually quickly looking that up.
Last seed, the year of Akatosh.
I stream on the PS5.
These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how to fix that, but the sound appears to be happening for you guys, and that's important. Like that at least is good. To YouTube. See, I don't know how to do any of this stuff, so I don't really know why this is working. Let me add. Back in, that's why. Well, that is annoying. Sound. I guess I'm going to deal with this for now. Unless I can try my other earphones. Okay, so this is the Oblivion Remaster. I know that there's a lot of people who have said things about it. Personally, I like it. I really like it. Also, if there's any issues with the audio or anything, please put it in the chat. Because again, this is my first time streaming on the PS5. So I don't have the kinks worked out yet. But I was very eager to get this started. So, of course, the Oblivion remaster of the 2006 Elder Scrolls 4. One of my favorite games. And while a lot of people have some complaints about the remaster, I think it's really good. It holds faithful to a lot of the original stuff from Oblivion, and I think the quality of life improvements are great. So we're going to go with an Imperial because we're going to, go with what the race would actually be canon. Check. Oh, now I hear it playing in my ear. Okay, it might not have been fully plugged in. Okay. So, what in the crap? Playing in my ear. Oh, now it's back.
Playing in my ear.
Like I said, I keep checking. I apologize. All right. So, something that they've done as a quality of life improvement, which I appreciate, is it used to be that the male and females of the different races would have different stats. So now they've done that as origins. So different stats will happen based on your origin. So like this is an Imperial born in Nibene. And this is a Colovian. Takes a hit to speed. Honestly, we're going to go with Colovian because I like starting out with 40 in both endurance and willpower. Like, this is pretty solid to start out with. So we're going to be going a pretty basic kind of build here. Kind of a basic paladin build because it makes sense for the story of this game. And honestly, it will allow us to play through just about everything in this game because we'll have access to magic, we'll have access to combat. The only things we won't really have access to are the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, but that can always be another stream. Like, this is for the meat and potatoes of the story that we're going through. We'll be able to do the Mages Guild as well, and we'll be able to do the Fighters Guild, or you know what, that might end up being a whole different playthrough. We don't know. But this is the first playthrough we're doing. And I'm excited to finally show off this game. So let's go into this. We're going to the young. I want to give him more of a tanned appearance. So I like the idea of the knight that's kind of been out and about. Going to tone. That's pretty nice. God, I don't know why I just started coughing as soon as it's time for me to do this. Well, I like the purple. That is interesting. Alright, so, for those of you that have played Skyrim but haven't really played Oblivion, so this is set in Cyrodiil, which is the heart of the Empire. So you know how the Imperials look in Skyrim, more like the Roman Legion. It is different in this game. It is more Middle Ages knight. Now, the people that did throw people for a loop when Skyrim came out, but the idea is that difference in dynasties probably caused that. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Kind of trying to go for like the auburn look, because I like that. Another quality of life improvement we have in Oblivion now is that we can have beards. The original would not let us have beards. So I do appreciate that that is something they're letting us do this time. Yeah, I like that. Very heroic looking, I think. We'll go with this. Alright, so this is our overview. Let's give this man a good name. Let me think. Something knighty. Go with Matthias. Now, how do I spell that? I'm trying to remember how to spell things. M-A-T-T Hias. Alright. Shrewd diplomat, proficient with heavy armor, augmented willpower. I think that's good. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Let's take a look at our... We're going to take a look at our inventory. So this is your starting gear. Now, your prisoner gear. I'm going to let you know, you keep these wrist irons. If you are playing a non-armored character, which you can really do in this game. Like, they make it so that you can. Keep the wrist irons. They fit in your arm slot like you would have for gauntlets, and they are enchantable. Plus, they have no weight. So for any like mage or thief or any character that you're going to have unarmored, the wrist irons are an invaluable resource. You can only find like a couple of them in the game, so keep yours.
Oh, look, an Imperial in the Imperial prison.
It is really weird having the sound coming in earbuds for me.
I bet the guards give you special treatment before the end. Oh, that's right. You're going.
Oh, that's right.
You're going.
Hand-to-hand fighting is a legitimate thing in this game. It's not as powerful as the original Oblivion, but it's still fun. And I did consider doing my punching mage playthrough for this game.
Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming for you.
Straight up, biggest difference to start out with from Skyrim is we have our attributes, which was how things were before the leveling system in Skyrim. So we've got strength that affects our damage with weapons, essentially, and your bare hands, and it also determines how much you can carry and your maximum health. We have intelligence, which determines your maximum magicka. Willpower is how quickly you regenerate magicka, and it also regenerates your fatigue, increases it. Or, well, it increases your fatigue, sorry. It is agility that shows how much fatigue you can regenerate, and it increases your fatigue. Fatigue is stamina in this game. Another difference from the original Oblivion, which I really appreciate, agility is now the damage stat for daggers, short swords, and bows. So originally, even if you're playing a thief, you'd have to pump points into strength in order to, raise your damage output, which was silly and really just wasted time. But putting it in agility for this game was a great idea. Speed is literally how fast you move, which that's going to be something that we're going to be leveling because we're going to be in heavy armor, which slows us down. So we're going to be leveling our speed as one of our main stats that we're leveling. Endurance is your maximum health and how quickly you regenerate health. Personality is how much people like you, better trade deals, information gathering. There's a mini game with this, and luck is everything that you do. Every few points increases, I think, how good treasure you can find. This game also uses a fame and infamy system. So depending on what quests you complete, you will gain fame or infamy points. And that will determine how guards will treat you and such. Also, there are certain things that require you to have fame or infamy to be able to do them. And if you have more infamy than fame, you also do not get help from the gods. Kirk again.
My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
So yeah. Another big change that they made is originally for Oblivion, depending on what skills you leveled, that would be what stats you could increase while leveling up. So if I wanted to level up intelligence, I had to level up like conjuration or alchemy a few times to be able to put any points into intelligence. You could flat put 1 point into anything when you leveled up, but if you leveled up a skill 10 times in between level ups, you would be able to put 5 points into that skill.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this.
You, I've seen. Let me see your
When you
face.
level.
You are the my. Then the stars
Warrior, I hope you're
were
doing
right.
great. I have been
This
very
is the
tired.
day. Gods give me strength.
Keeps cutting out. I also may not have a great headphone.
Assassins attack my sons, and I am next.
So
my blades are leading
the
me out
new
of
level up
city
system will
on a
allow you to
secret
level up
escape.
anything you
By
want.
chance,
You can just straight up
the
put
entrance to
5
that
points into
escape
2
leads
stats
through your
and 2
cell.
points into another stat when you level up, although luck is 3 points. Because you have 12 virtue points
your emperor,
to spend
Uriel
when you level up.
By the grace of the
I've been
gods,
streaming
I
for a few
serve
years, Wink Warrior.
Tamriel's Haru.
I think
You are
about
a
4 or 5
citizen
years
of
at this point.
Tamriel, and you
Still
too
only at
shall
99
serve her
subscribers.
Lord.
Haven't hit that 100 mark yet,
Perhaps
but I am
the
certainly
gods have
trying.
placed you here so that we may
Especially
meet.
since in the near
As
future I'm going to be
forward you have
streaming
done,
games like
it does
this,
not matter.
Borderlands
That
4,
is not what you
Digimon
will
Time
be
Stranger,
remembered for.
hopefully Baldur's Gate 3,
You will find your own
because I
path.
have not obtained that
Take
yet,
care.
but I would
There
like
will
to.
be blood and death
I will still be
before the
streaming
end.
games off my PS4 as well, because the save data is on those games. But for anything I can, I will be using the PS5, and I'm very excited to be showing these things
Better not
off.
close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
All right. I do try, thank you. So let's equip some magic. So, something to ask? What would you like to ask? If it's something I can't answer, I will. I always come up here because I know they're going to come out of here. Duck and weave, bob and weave, boys, let's go. Hoo ha, hoo ha. Burn, baby, burn.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Honestly, I don't know. Because these are things that I don't know about. It's something I'd think about, obviously. But I might wait until that would be... until I'd be a bit more popular.
Stand aside, prisoner.
Alright, let's go ahead and equip this right now. because I will be using blades in this playthrough. You know what? I'm going to equip the katana.
Don't know.
Oop. There we go.
Don't worry, son. We will get you out of here. They won't be the first to underestimate.
So I notice it doesn't let me see the full chat, which I do find annoying.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
I may still pull up. Good, I can see it. Everything now. I've got it on my phone. Burn. Fire is fun. Let's see. We're going to take this shield. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright, so the kind of play that we're going through here is I'm going to use Destruction and Restoration and block. Honestly, dude, I don't know at the moment. It's something I'd have to think about. But I do appreciate the offer. Okay, let's take this. Just open the door with the key. So annoyingly, to make the this work, I am having to hold this up. Oop, not going to use the bow. Alright, throw on the rusty iron stuff. So greaves is something that they have in this game as well. You'll notice for Skyrim, there's usually 4 to 5 pieces of armor you're wearing, depending on if you're using a shield or not. So in Oblivion, they have greaves, which is the pants, essentially. So that's both good and bad. Because good that you have one more piece of armor you can enchant, but also annoying because then you've got to go find it. It can be a little annoying, but it's also really not that bad. Oh, no, die. Oh my god, it's Ambi. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. I'm gonna take that flesh. That is my mort flesh now. Man, that sounds weird. You also need to burn. Take that, bubonic plague! Man, my throat has just been so dry. Okay, where are you? Dah. Oh, that's cool. No means no! I will take that rusty iron shield, thank you. And the helmet. I'm going with bladed weapons and a shield, so I do not need to have that hammer. So yeah, we're doing sword and board. Like I said, we're doing kind of basic paladin kind of build. Because, let's be honest, we're focusing on the story. That is a rock. That is not a rat. Because you have classes in this game. There's the pre-built ones that you can use, which, you know, I did use my first playthrough. I used the knight class. No, you die. You have to die now. I did use the knight class, and it was pretty good. But then I decided there were parts of it I didn't really like and didn't need. So from then on, I've just been doing custom classes, which I think is really cool. Now, here's another difference from the original game. Originally, you would have your class, which had have the 7 skills on it, and any skills outside those 7 skills would not affect you leveling up. So they did change that, so every skill now levels you up. The non-major skills just do it slower. So you have a lot more incentive to level things up. Because they didn't need to keep it the way it was now that they have the virtue point system. Because originally, your non-major skills could not level you up because then you would not be able to power level your stats because it would just make you level up. And once you level up, you start accumulating towards the next level, even if you haven't slept to level up yet. There we go. Nice. I always collect the alchemy stuff because even if I'm not really making potions that I'm going to use, I would still like to have potions I can sell, even for a little bit of money, just to get a little bit of gold and also to raise my mercantile. Come on. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry about the coughing. I don't know what's wrong with my throat right now. Take those lockpicks. I am not going to use arrows. If I want any range, I'll use magic. Because I am intending to have 2 schools of magic, at least, in my build. If there's room for a third, I'll take, like, alteration. Because, honestly, that's just a really useful skill. Because that's, like, shield spells and opening spells. And water walking. And water breathing. But destruction and restoration will be like my big magic schools. If you're happy and you know it, set the goblin on fire. Ooh, that just went right between its legs. I am both impressed and a little pissed. I will take your rat meat, son. Man, the Goblin Witches just look so much better in the remaster. Now that is hideous, and I appreciate that. I will take your magic stick, ma'am. Sir, I am trying to do my very important business. I am taking your rat meat and I am going, sir. Alright, let us... Let's check on the reparation of our armor. Good, I still have 1 hammer. You do need to repair your armor and weapons in this game. They do degrade, and they will eventually break if you don't fix them. Or reparations. Repair magical items. So if I know that I'm going to use... Honestly, if I know I'm going to use even just one type of weapon, I usually take armor as a skill.
Protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those battles?
Here they come!
Get the Emperor out. For the Emperor!
Trying not to hit you.
Take them down!
Oh, okay. I like that they mostly kept the music the same. I really do.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us.
I am a mysterious man.
Come with us.
Okay.
They cannot understand why.
Hello,
I trust
Patrick
you.
Stewart.
They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain?
I don't know, pal.
You know the Nine. How?
The Nine, guide and protect
all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies.
I mean, this is Uriel Septim the 7th, I believe.
Each a fire.
This is a huge guy in Elder Scrolls lore.
I know these.
Like, I love him. And I love that they got Patrick Stewart to play him.
Sign marked your birth.
Alright, so this is our star system where we get the chance to choose our star sign that will affect our character. So the signs we have to choose from are the Warrior, which increases strength and endurance by 10 points, the Mage, which increases magicka by 50 points, the Thief, which is one of my favorite signs, fortifies agility, luck, and speed by 10 points, the Mare, which is the Steed, which is really great for heavy armor builds, but we're probably going to choose the Warrior. Raises speed by 20 points. The Apprentice, which raises magicka by 100 points, but also increases your damage from magic by 100%. Excuse me. The Shadow, which lets you turn invisible for 60 seconds a day. The Ritual, which lets you make Unday flee, or once a day restores 200 points of health. Also solid, honestly, for a paladin build. The Atronach, which increases your magicka by 150 points, has a 50% chance of absorbing spells, but you cannot regenerate magicka. So this can be a risky sign to take, but really, in the right build, is incredible. We also have the Tower, opens locks of average difficulty once a day, and reflects all incoming damage for 120 seconds for 5%. The Lord, which I've actually chosen for another playthrough of mine, and this is actually a really great starting sign for a mage. Increases your armor rating by 15, magic resistance by 15. The Lady fortifies willpower and endurance by 10. Another great warrior, or especially battle mage sign. The Lover, which you can paralyze someone for 10 seconds once a day, costing you 120 fatigue. And the Serpent deals 3 points of damage for 20 seconds, cures poison, dispels 90 points, and damages fatigue 100 points to the caster. So we are going to take a warrior.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today, my dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but
Very well, my dude.
They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Okay. You know, this dude kind of looks a little bit like a coworker of mine.
Stick close and let us do our job. You'll be all right.
Yeah, well, pretty sure I'm going to be the one doing your job. But whatever you say, Chief. Oh, shoot, I forgot it changed. Magic. Oh, shoot. Dude, stop getting in my way. Man, they are in my way. A lot easier when I fight on my own.
Prisoner, help the Emperor!
Do that again.
I don't know why you were putting away your stuff, dude. Alright. Getting close to the end of the dungeon now.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Nice. That does take a nice chunk of my magic.
Looks
I should probably raise my magic.
We're almost through to the sewers.
Nice, I hit in the V.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
That is also another part of the armor in this game. You'll notice I have nothing on my arms. That is because I need gauntlets. So there's two pieces of armor in this game that you did not have in Skyrim.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the
He kind of looks like
prince of
Patrick
this.
Stewart a little
Take
bit
the
too.
amulet, give it to find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
That is brutal, my god.
Chose a bad day
Take them down.
to take up with the calls of the
This
Sanctum.
one's mine. No. We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet.
Yes.
Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
I have it.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say.
Yes.
He must have given it to you for...
Take it to Joffrey.
He said that? Why?
There is another
Nothing I ever
heir.
heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. It's a secret way out of the Imperials. Here, you'll need... There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you,
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're an experienced knight. Am I right?
All right. These are the different classes you can choose. And different... So first is specialization. Combat, magic, or stealth. So we're going to get a +5 level bonus to all skills of your specialization. They will increase more rapidly. We're choosing combat. So favorite attributes get a +5 bonus. We will go ahead and take strength and endurance because we want to have a tank. So let's take our skills. We're going to take armorer to maintain our weapons. We're going to take blade because we will be using long swords. We're going to take block, because we're using a shield. Take heavy armor. It's going to be the armor we're using. Now we have room for 3 more skills. We are going to first take destruction, because that is going to be our combat magic. And we are going to take restoration. That is, of course, our healing magic. So very much Battle Mage Paladin. And because we do have room, we'll look around for one more thing that we want. Next could be good. Running, fast, running, swimming, sprinting. That is a possibility. Also take alteration. Take it. But it does kind of make sense for the build. Casting shield spells, reducing, carry weight and such. I'm going to have us take it. We're going to name this as Crusader. Because we're going to be doing the Knights of the Nine DLC. So there's our class. And honestly, I love the picture. Makes sense.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't... You must...
They will not.
Good. I'll stay here to guard the... By the way, thanks for recovering my comrades' swords. I'll see that they are given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Which I appreciate. Alright. So, whatever magic you take, you will have some spells of that. Let's take a look at our spells. We got Absorb Health, Clairvoyance, Cold Touch, Flare, Heal Minor Wounds, Open Very Easy Lock, Protect, Shocking Touch, Star of the West, and Voice of the Emperor. These are our 2 powers. That's racial powers. So we will take Cold Touch. I like the touch spells for these sorts of characters. Okay, take our Iron Longsword, and we have our shield. I like touch spells for combat characters because they're right in front of us. A dose of magic can really turn the fight. Excuse me. So you'll notice we're moving pretty slowly. That is normal because we're in heavy armor. And the heavier your armor, the slower you do move. See, that's why we like the touch spells. So that is why we will be raising our speed 5 points every level until we get it to 100. Because we're going to want that fast. I do not like moving slow. By the way, that rat is not set to be hostile. That is a little test they put in to see if we'll just kill anything that goes in front of us. So this is Splinter. That's my little buddy. I try not to kill him if I don't have to. Alright, so at this point we could edit our character if we feel like something didn't work, but I don't need to. Alright, first look at Cyrodiil. Oh, God. This really is beautiful. I don't care what people say. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful, no matter what anyone says. And I will keep playing this as long as I can. Honestly, this is one of the games that really makes me happy. Again, despite any haters or people saying, oh, who's a cash grab? I don't care. It's fun. I love it. Ooh, Repulse Undead Tome. That was something that I really liked that they added in the original Oblivion when they added the DLC to get spell tomes. Because that wasn't a thing. I had all the original DLC for Oblivion.
Who's there?
Ooh. No.
On my sword while you can.
You are not doing that today. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You didn't like that. Take that. I'm taking your book. There we go. I'm taking all that because I can use that for alchemy. Excuse me. Aelid well. I do find it cool that, like, the moment you leave the dungeon, oh hey look, Aelid Ruin. I also like how the mud crabs look different in Cyrodiil. Because, you know, it does show that, you know, different areas are going to have different species. Or, well, not different species, like different variations of the same thing. Yeah, he's moving slow. We need to fix that. So, something really funny. Every time I see your character running in the Oblivion Remastered, just the way it looks, all I hear is my mother singing Black Betty. You know, whoa, Black Betty, bam, bam, whoa. Very classic old rock song. Because just the way they're pitching forward like that, you often see those videos of people like running to that song. And I love it. Also, I liked it when my mom would sing. She's very, how do I put it? Exuberant in all that she does. I appreciate my mother very much. Oh, you missed. I do not need those arrows. Let's see. I'm going to take that Repulse Undead Tome. So the cool thing about these spell tomes in Oblivion, you can learn the spell and then sell the tome. Like, I think that's really cool. Like, you don't just, like, eat the tome. Ah, my hammer broke. Bonjour! Yo, my name is Winterspell. Let me show you why. Oh. Yeah, I know that wasn't a very good joke, but I'm sticking with it. Ooh, Iron Shield instead of Rusty Iron Shield. I will take that. Ow, my head.
Guess it was nothing.
What's up? Can I introduce you to the vines today? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. You're just not going to like it. So many superfluous items.
Who's there?
Boy, you don't need to know who's here.
Who's there?
I'm about to learn a level up trick. So this is a glitch for leveling security. So move your lockpick to a tumbler that's not down like this. And then just press set tumbler over and over. See? Levels up very quickly. Just try not to do that too fast. Because that is a good way to over level. I usually try to level up till I'm about 10. Because then that's when things really start getting to go. That's also when you can go get the unbreakable lockpick from Nocturnal. Which, by the way, we will be doing all of the Daedric quests here. Because why wouldn't I show you that? And they're pretty good. So unlike Skyrim, you cannot just level up anywhere. You need to be at a bed. Which is okay. It also forces you to go into the different inns around the area. And there's a lot of quests you can pick up just from inns. So I really like that system. Easiest alchemical items to find are Restore Fatigue. You're going to make a lot of Restore Fatigue potions when you're trying to level alchemy. Alright, so let's take our first level up so I can show you guys. You realize that all your life you've been going along as if you're in a dream. Suddenly, the trials of the last few days, you come alive. Alright, so like I said, you have 12 virtue points. Now, you can choose to put it in... Usually what you're going to end up doing is putting +5 into 2 things. And then putting +2 into something else. I'm going to be leveling up strength and endurance to 100 as fast as possible. Although I might do strength first and speed. I just want endurance to 60. And then I'll do endurance all the way to 100. You can easily have a couple skills at 100 by level 10. Like, I'm not going to doing this really useful. If you're like level 5 by the time you come out of this, that's usually pretty good. Because then that gives you a nice start on your stats, and you're not so over-leveled that you're just going to be blown away by all the enemies. Which I appreciate. So we're going to take a little bit of time to level up. Probably going to get our security to 50 and maybe leave it there for a little bit. Every time you hear the dun-dun, that's it leveling up. Should be like level 38, level 40 now. It does make your thumb very tired. Now, I don't know how to do the infinite duplication glitch, so I won't be doing that. But I'll use this one to just get an earlier level up. Kind of like using the whole Feindal glitch. Alright, we'll get one more level up out of this. Now, I always suggest doing this dungeon straight out the gate in Oblivion, because going through it you can find an Aelid statue, and by selling that statue, you do start another quest, which is a really fun one, and we will be doing it. You need to sell that statue to get the quest started. Alright, so we hit 50 in security. Like I said, we're just trying to get to level 5 for now. There we go. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It's as if you've suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. You can see we're already moving a little faster. Oh, I should knock that chest down. Just realized I hadn't. 7 gold. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Surprise! Yeah, scream right next to me. That's a great idea. Excuse me. Now let's pick this stuff up. Okay, man. Alchemy's kind of weird in this game, but I don't mind it. Surprise! See, a good touch spell really does push things along in this kind of combat, and I really like that. Alright, while we're here, so to do alchemy, you need alchemy items. So there's up to 4 apparati that you can have that increase the effectiveness of your potions. I've just got the mortar and pestle right now. So what you do is you pick items with similar effects, and you mix them together. I'm keeping that last thing of lettuce. Because I'll need it for a quest. Nice. Yeah, for Sheogorath's quest, you're going to need a Lesser Soul Gem, a head of lettuce, and yarn. Do I know why? It's because it's Sheogorath. That's really it. That is the reason. It's Sheogorath. So we're about to run into some undead enemies. So I'm going to change to... Oops, Shocking Touch. Because cold does not really bother them. No, I was just in here. I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Like the auto attempting. It lockpicking. Ooh, steel boots. Please, I'll take that. Already seen an upgrade in armor. Nice. Don't need the iron boots now. So is there nothing here? Oh, that's annoying. Now, kids, don't try this at home. Swimming in armor is very stupid. As one of my buddies can attest to. Because his paladin decided to swim in armor. That is a dead paladin. So, against skeletons, blunt weapons do work a lot better. But I'm not using blunt right now. Let's see, I think I'm going out that way? Possibly. I think this is the way I'm going. Yes. How's that no brain thing working for you there, Chief? Okay, so you actually paid attention to your buddy. So Welkin stones are great, and I recommend keeping a few of them on you at all times. If you have any character that's using any sort of magic, they will completely refill your magicka. Varlin stones are the other ones. They completely recharge any magical items you have on yourself at the moment. Those are found in Aelid ruins like this. The lore says that it's because the Aelids were able to capture starlight. They had understanding of magicka that even modern societies do not have in the Elder Scrolls universe. And it is unfortunate that they were such an evil race on the whole, because they had so many opportunities to give advancement to the world. And it would have been amazing. Like, if they had chosen to not be demented freaks, they could have really helped out the world. Now, of course, this is not to say that all Aelids were completely evil. There were actually several of the Aelid kings that joined St. Alicia in the rebellion against the Aelid Empire. Now, later they were, well, betrayed because, well, we know why. Human's gonna human. And it is hard to forget that level of torture and slavery. But again, they were good Aelids. And I think it's an important lesson on remembering that a people group is not a monolith. That there are people within that group that are different than the general idea of them. Now, keep in mind, I am not speaking of any particular real-life group, so I would ask that nobody makes any, conclusions with what I just said. I'm talking as a general, human race thing. People are not a monolith. Just because they're from Group A does not mean that every single member of that group has the same mindset. And we got to remember that we're all people, end of the day. That's my little 2 cents for the day. Just like Bill and Ted, be good, be excellent to each other. As much as is possible, be excellent to each other. Come on. Alright, that's the Varla Stone. Oop. So I'm going to keep that because I'm going to want to make sure I have one of those. I'm also going to try different headphones next time. That may work better for streaming on the PS5. I'm hoping I don't have... Because I am very annoyed that the audio keeps cutting out for me. And that it's harder to do this. Alright, there's our Aelid statue. As soon as we can, we're going to be selling that. Alright, and this is our final boss of the dungeon.
Take that.
Jalbert. I was hitting him with that shock because he is a mage. He's also our only, I think, guaranteed method of getting the black clothes like that, which are freaking cool. Hey, Lesser Soul Gem. So we have everything we need to summon Sheogorath when it's time. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's gross. Random bones in a bag. That's fine. It's not traumatic at all. Alright, so we can leave this dungeon now. We have what we came for. Excuse me. Oh, and I will need a refresh on my tea. So let's first give ourselves a save just in case. And something that you want to do a lot with the Oblivion Remaster, delete the extra saves and you delete the extra saves and save over them, because you will run out of room on your PS5. You will straight up run out of room. So this is usually in the point of the game where after I'm done here, I'll head out and start doing my thing. Because just like Skyrim, I have what I do every new playthrough. And that's for Oblivion, that's going through Vilverin and then coming to Joffrey. And then usually heading to Coral and starting to, you know, sell stuff and do stuff.
Excuse me, can I help you? Are you looking for Prior Maberel?
That man looks like he hasn't slept in a few days.
I see. Straight, go on.
I didn't actually mean to be rude there.
I'm Brother Joffrey. This cannot be. No one but the Emperor is permitted to handle the amulet. Let me see it. By the Nine. This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this?
Me.
What do you know of the Emperor's death?
I mean, I was there.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
So, fun fact, you cannot wear the amulet.
Is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the
If you put it on,
demonic
it'll just
world of
slip right
Oblivion.
off.
The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers. I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of.
Uh-huh.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now, it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives. His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger.
Oh, he is in terrible danger.
Let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited. I keep a few things here in my...
Well, thank you. And this is like the start of like the better armor we can get. All right. Take those. I already have all that stuff, honestly. So
Hello.
get from him.
I know that you are on an important mission. Go.
Yeah, go ahead. Here, you go in. Bye.
Alright, so that's a skill book they just gave us. I also like that you can sell the skill books, but you can do that in Skyrim too. That raises a block. Few people get some better armor. Action. Right. Let's also check how we access the new excuse me. Ooh, we're frozen for a bit.
Now you will know.
Let's get this over with. Oh.
Man, you are not doing much there, buddy. I will be taking these. And that is how you get just about full steel right away. Just missing the helmet.
Hello there. This is no time to talk.
Is there another one? There is. There we go. Oh! It's pretty good. So let's check out those boots in the Unburdened, and they are steel. That's actually quite nice. And grieves the flame. We will probably end up selling them, though, honestly.
This is indeed a dark. Here, take this. As the newest.
Alright, so we now own this castle. And then we can go buy back the stuff for it in the Imperial City. This will probably be our home. But we'll take care of that later. For now, before we wrap up the stream, I would like to... About to say, yeah, I'm not level 1. Before we wrap up the stream, I would like to check out the shops. And join the Fighters Guild so that I can get my fine steel longsword.
A coin for an old beggar?
Honestly, I really like Coral. It was the first city I'd ever gone to in Oblivion. Because, you know, it was right there by the Priory. And it's just so pretty. And it feels just so homey. I like it. Coral might be a city I would settle down in if I lived in Cyrodiil.
And barter at northern goods and trades.
I do love how they made the Argonians look in this game.
Reynald Germain had...
Alright, so let's take a look at the persuading minigame. So this can make people like you more, which can help you get information during investigations, and it can also help you get better deals at merchants. So if I'm going to spend a lot of time with a certain merchant, I get their disposition as high as I can, and then I try to raise the haggling as high as I can. So we got Admire, Joke, Coerce, and Boast. So watch their face to see what they like. They like joking.
Don't talk such. My life is drab.
And they like boasting.
Let's just talk.
So it's going to go up and down based on what you choose.
Don't waste. My life is drab and wretched by not now, not later, not ever. I salute. That's pretty good.
So try to manipulate it so that you're getting the best, the best ones you can.
Don't talk such. You can't scare. Yeah, I get it. You can't scare. Good one. Don't. I salute you. Most impressive. Oh.
Usually it's going to make you stop about 70.
That's not now, not later. Don't waste your. That's pretty good. Not now, not later, not ever. You can't. That's gracious. What a year. Oh, please. Good one. Don't talk so. My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
So that's about as high as I can get her right now. I'm not going to bribe her.
Have a look around. You won't find better.
I usually try to raise it to 50 as soon as I can. She did take it. Okay.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I'm going to sell the wrist irons because I'm not going to use them.
That's a fine transaction. That's
going to sell all the potions I've made.
That's
taking care not to sell the actual potions.
That seems
I don't need the spell scrolls.
You've made a good bit of gold.
There is a soul in there, so I'm not going to sell. Oops, sorry.
You won't find better prices. You've made a good... a fine transaction.
I will sell the Varla Stone to start, because it's going to be a while until I can recharge things. And I do need the money to start.
Hello there.
So next, let's go join the Fighters Guild.
Well met.
Hey,
And I'll get my longsword. Now, I do have to join in order for it not to be stealing.
Can I help you, brother? Greetings. How may I help you? Are you
I'm
perhaps
joining.
interested? The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a
Now, you
team
can be
record and
kicked
don't
out if
have
your
a
infamy
bounty
is high
on
enough.
it, we may be able to
You'd have to
use
go
you.
clear it and then you
Are
can join back
interested?
up.
Excellent. You will advance through the ranks of the fighters as you complete contract. Be aware, though, see us on in Anvil. Good day.
Grab ourselves a fine steel longsword, which is a step above a steel longsword. And next, let's head to the... We're going to head into the smithy. So you cannot make your own armor and weapons in this game. You do have to buy or loot them. Now, I will tell you, something that I do like about this place, you can use the bed to level up.
Hello.
So you can just make this lady...
I'm sure you've heard the list.
You can just make this lady let you sleep in her bed. She likes joking and coercing.
That's a bit you're pathetic. I'm not blocked. Yeah, whatever you want.
Coerce is the best.
Was that
Okay.
supposed to block? Sure, don't, please. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that one. No more. That's pretty good. Sure. I doubt you really mean that. No more. Sure. I doubt you really mean. Don't be silly. I accept. Yeah, I get it. You're pathetic. Was that supposed? Don't. That's pretty good. Don't be silly.
Okay.
No more. Yeah, you're a big. I'm not. Don't. Sure. That's cute.
I'll take that.
What can I interest you in?
I'm going to try to put it to 50.
You're trying to drive me out of business.
All right, put it at 45.
That's a good.
I'll take it.
That's a fair deal.
And from her, I will need... I will take 15 repair hammers.
Thank you.
And she is also an armorer trainer.
Good day.
Now, ma'am, I will be using your bed in order to level up. You will have to deal with that. You sense yourself more aware, more open to new ideas. You've learned a lot about Cyrodiil, and it's hard to believe how ignorant you were, but now you have so much more to learn. Excuse me. All right, now I've got speed and willpower at 50. I will take that. She does come to watch you if you are in her room, which is kind of funny. She's like, "What are you doing here? Don't worry about it, lady." I wonder, do you have a steel helmet?
What can I interest you in?
She does not. But I can at least get an iron helmet.
Thank you. Bye. Hello.
And take another training session from her if I can.
Power.
Nice.
Take care.
Alright, so let's take a look at where we are. So, because we'll be ending the stream soon. Because I think I'm over an hour. So, we have done the tutorial. We've made it to Coral. We've gotten a couple of quests down. Our first 6. We got strength at 80, intelligence at 40, willpower at 50, agility at 30, speed at 50, endurance at 60, personality at 50, luck at 50. And we're already doing... Oh, we can already repair magic items. Huh. I forgot they changed that to apprentice. So we could go get some magic items if we wanted to. So we're looking pretty good on the main skills already. We're already power leveling armor and blade. Heavy armor is already almost up to journeyman, which I appreciate. Alteration and restoration we haven't touched yet. Destruction we've got at 29. So you know what? We're honestly doing pretty good at about an hour, hour and a half in. Like we've got a really solid start to this. So what we're probably going to do next time is as we continue to level, because like I said, level 10 is really when I start, excuse me, start doing a lot of stuff. What we're probably going to do in the next episode is we're going to start doing some side quests, kind of exploring the area, starting here in Coral, and kind of figure out where we're going with this character. Like I said, we know the basic idea. He's a crusader. He's got sword and board. He's got some magic to back him up. But we're going to really try to refine that. I'm really thinking that we're going to do less ranged magic. We're going to do more of touch spell magic, because we're going to be up close and personal. So I really think focusing on touch spells is going to be great. If we can get a paralyzed spell, that would be amazing. Because the way that the magic will work here, magic is a lot more dynamic in Oblivion than it is in Skyrim. And you have access to spell altars, which will allow you to craft your own spells. The easiest way to do that is by accessing a player home, which is a mage's tower, and we'll try to find that within the next couple episodes. Then we just got to go buy mage tallow candles from the Imperial City, and then we can use the enchanting and the spell-making altars. You can also do this through the Mages Guild, but let's be honest, the player home is a lot quicker and a lot better. Oh, this guy's coming to talk to us about a quest.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jolring. I come on behalf of my master, Umbacano. He asked me to deliver this note. I believe it is an invitation to visit. My master is a collector. I believe the note will...
Alright, so... once we sell the Aelid statue, after a little bit, that guy will appear to us, and we can start that quest. While though, like I said, we're going to hang around Coral for a bit, because there's a lot of quests we can do here. That's our feet wet, let us explore the area. Excuse me. And start to work out the kinks of how this character is going to work. Like I said, we already have a really good start. And I am really liking where we're going with this so far. I'm really liking that this is going to be a very solid build. I like that tree, too. So, honestly, I have high hopes for this build. I think it's going to be very good. Because this is kind of like the classic Oblivion build that we're doing. And I'm okay with that. Like, heavy... spells in combat are absolutely amazing. And I love the touch spells in this game. Because it's kind of funny, the idea of setting your hand on fire and just like backhanding somebody and going, no, none of that. I like making shock spells called Taser Hand. And the ones that I love to use, and I've used these in playthroughs before, the cast spells. Because when you're making your spells on these altars, you can actually mix multiple effects in. So I made this spell I called Chaos Bolt, which did some points of fire, some points of frost, and some points of lightning, and it also had a paralyzed spell attached to it. And the cool thing is, when it comes to enchanting to... all you need to do is know the magic effect in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's from like a power or a racial trait, as long as that magic effect is either in your spell list or over here in some sort of active effect, you can use that spell. But with that, this is where we're going to cut it off. Because like I said, I think we're about an hour and a half in, and that's more than I usually like to do on my videos. I can't really see how long I've been streaming with how the PS5 is set up. So it's a bit different from my PS4 streams, but I'm actually okay with that. It just means I've got to keep a better look on my time. Excuse me. So I just got to watch the clock with this, and that is perfectly fine. So, as I said, thank you for joining me on my very first stream from a PS5. I'm really excited for all the new games that I will be able to stream. I think it's going to breathe some new life into my channel, and I really think that maybe we'll finally hit like that 100 mark and just start climbing. Because again, I really would like to make, if not a career out of this, I would at least like to make a nice income out of it. Make it at the very least a side job, if not a main job someday. Like, I do have friends that, do stream and do their own influencing. I've been getting advice from them. One person in particular, shout out, you know who you are. Like, you fabulous girl. And I really, in upcoming 2026, I really would like to try to push my streaming to the next height. Would like to myself when I'm tired, just stream anyway, and really make this more of a lively channel. I'm really hoping that people are going to want to join me for that. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming Oblivion, streaming Digimon Time Stranger, which is an incredible game. Last few days. Fine. Who called me one day and said, "Okay, something good happened. You're getting a PS5 finally." And I said, "What?" He said, "No, shut up and take it." Thank you. It happened. I'm just facing public. Don't worry about it. See you in the upcoming year. So, that as well. I'm going to stream Time Stranger, stream Oblivion. We're going to stream 4. So you're going to be seeing a lot from my PS5 lineup. And I'm excited to see what we're going to do with this. So until next time, this has been Terry Neighborhood Winter Spell, reminding you guys to stay frosty. We'll see you in the next video.